In the intricate dance of human interactions, the science of influence and persuasion has been a subject of dedicated research for over 6 decades. Delving into the labyrinth of decision-making, researchers have uncovered a fascinating array of principles that illuminate the pathways to a resounding yes. Reciprocity, as the foundational principle of influence, delves into the fundamental human inclination to reciprocate gestures, favors, or gifts received. It hinges on the concept that when someone extends an invitation or performs a favor, a reciprocal obligation is inherently established. The dynamics of reciprocation manifest prominently in the hospitality industry, exemplified by a subtle yet powerful scenario in restaurants. Take, for instance, the seemingly trivial act of a waiter or waitress presenting a mint alongside the bill. Studies illuminate the significant impact of this gesture, particularly when imbued with a personalized touch. When executed thoughtfully, it has the potential to elevate tips by a notable 3%. The principle of scarcity, the second guiding force in the realm of influence, taps into a deeply ingrained facet of human psychology, the innate desire for what appears less attainable. It capitalizes on the human inclination to intensify cravings for things perceived as scarce, thus fueling an augmented demand for what seems to be a limited resource. An illustrative case in point emerges from British Airways' strategic move in 2003. The announcement of discontinuing the iconic London-New York Concorde flight due to economic reasons brought about no tangible alterations to the flight's speed, service quality, or airfare. Instead, the transformation lay solely in the declaration of its newfound scarcity, triggering an unprecedented surge in sales. Effectively wielding the scarcity principle necessitates more than a mere enumeration of a product or service's benefits. Authority delves into the persuasive power inherent in credible, knowledgeable experts. This principle posits that individuals are inherently more inclined to follow the guidance and recommendations of those perceived as authoritative figures. The importance of signaling one's credibility before attempting to exert influence is manifest in various spheres of life. In the medical domain, for instance, physiotherapists can substantially enhance patient compliance by prominently displaying their hard-earned medical diplomas. Similarly, individuals are statistically more likely to acquiesce to requests from strangers donning uniforms, as opposed to those in casual attire. However, the challenge in wielding authority lies in effectively communicating one's expertise without coming across as boastful or self-aggrandizing. Surprisingly, research underscores that having someone else extol your credentials can be equally effective, even if the person delivering the endorsement stands to gain from the introduction. Consistency sheds light on the inherent human tendency to align with previously expressed beliefs and actions. It capitalizes on the psychological inclination toward maintaining internal coherence, creating a powerful tool for influence. Consistency operates by instigating small, initial commitments that lay the groundwork for more substantial, enduring changes. An illuminating study exemplifies the potency of the consistency principle. Homeowners were initially reluctant to display an unsightly wooden board in support of a Drive Safely campaign. However, in a neighboring area, where residents had previously committed to placing a small postcard in their windows signaling support for the campaign, they were 4 times more likely to agree to the more substantial commitment of the unsightly board. This seemingly insignificant initial commitment led to an impressive 400% increase in a larger but consistent change. Liking, the fifth guiding principle, underscores the influential role that personal affinity plays in the art of persuasion. It posits that individuals are more likely to yield a positive response to those they genuinely like. The factors contributing to likability include shared similarity, genuine compliments, and collaboration toward mutual objectives. In an era dominated by online interactions, these factors assume paramount importance in the realm of virtual negotiations. A compelling series of negotiation studies among MBA students vividly exemplifies the power of liking in shaping successful outcomes. One group, instructed to delve straight into business matters, was juxtaposed against another group encouraged to exchange personal information, Consensus illuminates the tendency of individuals, particularly in times of uncertainty, to look to the actions of others as a guide for their own behavior. This principle finds striking embodiment in commonplace hotel practices that encourage guests to reuse towels. While environmental appeals alone yield a respectable 35% compliance rate, the leveraging of the consensus principle takes efficacy to a new level. By subtly shifting the emphasis from individual responsibility to highlighting that 75% of previous occupants had chosen to reuse their towels, compliance surges by an impressive 26%. The consensus principle serves as a social compass, guiding behavior by showcasing what a substantial majority has chosen to do. It stands as a testament to the profound impact that the actions of a collective can have on individual decision-making, unveiling the intricate dynamics that govern our responses to societal cues.